Not a pretty sight, eh? So, since the truck pull, this thing's been down. Thanks to South Shore Metalworks. Hopefully going to be back up and running today. Big thanks to South Shore Metalworks, actually. So, a lot of people commented on my video because they didn't watch it all, and they're like, oh, you bent your tie rods. No, I didn't bend my tie rods. These are the dmaxstore.com super heavy duty, lifetime warranty. Not gonna break them. Kind of surprised everything that happened that I didn't break any ball joints though. So what we have, this is my center rod, and as you can see, it's bent like a banana. I'm not sure why Chev GM thinks it's a good idea to put light duty stuff in these heavy duty trucks, but this is the factory rod that was in my truck. On rockauto.com there is a super heavy duty forged steel, way thicker, as you can see. This thing was like not even $100 shipped to my door, and all the local parts places wanted $380 plus tax for this same part. It's upside down, but there's the part number. So this is an AC Delco factory GM part, and when this center rod bent, it actually bent this whole lift frame as well, because the factory lift frame, I believe, was the whole way across this to help reinforce. So what South Shore Metalworks done for me, or Kirby, was they put these plates in, they put these angle pieces in, and they really beefed the thing up. But at the same time, this center rod is also going to beef it up big time. This is what you need in your truck if you're running big tires and doing heavy duty kind of work. So I already got it on blocks, tore apart, so we're going to try sticking it back together. Hopefully everything's going to clear. We may have to do some grinding, I don't know yet, so I'm going to get this fit in. Now if you own a GM, this is a lift kit bracket, okay guys, in case you're wondering what all this mess is. This is the drop lift bracket for the steering. So most of your guys' trucks, if you're stock, you're just going to have this bar in the center only. Your tie rod, or your pitman arm, your idler arm go right through that. But on my truck, the pitman idler arm go through this top piece, and it drops it down to try to keep it straighter. So hopefully never getting this mess again once we get this in and geared up. But next time I go to the truck pull, I'm going to put a smaller tire on. I'm going to drop the torsion keys a bit in the front because I had the torsion keys cranked. I'm going to put blocks in the back, and I'm going to be a little bit more prepared. I struggled and rushed to try to get this ready and done to even make it over there, so no surprise that it broke. Once we get that in, still got to deal with the broken brake line, and thanks to Amazon we got 2 brand new genuine oxygen sensors for under $100. So get this in, hopefully it'll steer, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's in. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Alright, so we had some very minor clearance issues there. You can see the scrapes from the front diff, but just a little bit of grinder shaving and it's in there. It's quite a solid chunk of stuff, I will say. You know more bend than that. So now we're going to get our D-Max tie rods on, get our grease nipples in, put our cotter pins in the Pitman and idle arms, and then we'll be able to get out the brakes. Alright, everything's all fitted, tightened, cotter pins in, tie rods in. I just gotta get this big mother of a tire on. 37 inches, 100 pounds of meat. Finally back up and going. We got brakes again. Replaced both the front lines. She hasn't been going for a while, so we're just gonna let it sit here and warm up. Well, boys and girls, it was a long day. Got this thing back on its feet. Ended up getting away with only replacing 2 of the lines, the front brake lines. If you ever worked on one of these and you get into the brake lines, they're a real treat. You'll know what I mean when you get there. So, pretty happy with the new front end. Seems to drive good, even though my one tire's half shot. Another big shout out to South Shore Metalworks. If you can't buy the parts heavy enough, go down and see Kirby and he'll help you make it heavy enough. So it's a long day working at this beast. I'm going to take it for a drive. I've still got an issue with it. Probably going to be another video tomorrow. Quite sure I got it figured out, but tomorrow we're going to pull the intake manifold off. I'm pretty sure I've got a bad gasket. I've got a lean code, and the truck's actually running super rich, so, and it doesn't seem to want to respond to any of the tuning that I do with HP, so it's being argumentable. Hopefully it's the intake manifold gaskets. Otherwise I'll be pulling the plugs, doing a compression test and seeing what's going on, because I've got true dual exhaust and you can actually see the trouble coming out of this side. Cylinders 2, 4, 6 and 8. So tomorrow should be fun. Yank that off, put some new gaskets in, silicone her up, and be done hopefully. But yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna have to worry about bending this front end again. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.